Well, during mixed designing of concrete, you may have encountered a word, that is admixture. What is this? For gaining certain properties or for achieving certain properties of concrete, cement, aggregate and water is not sufficient. In that cases, we have to use another element, except uh, excluding all these elements we have to use another element. This is known as admixture. That's all. So it is not that much easy. So in this video we'll learn about different type of admixture, what is admixture is, what is their function, everything about admixture. Okay, so sheet tight. So what is admixture? Excluding cement, aggregate and water, if there is anything in the concrete, that is known as your admixture. So when it is added, it is added either during mixing of the concrete or cement, aggregate or water, or before mixing. Okay, anytime you can use admixture. Normally before mixing, when you are batching means measuring the cement, aggregate and water. Aggregate means both sand and stone. Okay, both are fine and coarse aggregate combinedly. So when you are batching these elements or component of concrete, it is better at that time you mix this admixture. Okay, so now question is, why this admixture is added to concrete? Obviously there is a why, otherwise why you will add something extra at the cost of something. Okay, so mainly to get certain properties, certain additional properties which are not available from direct mixing of cement, aggregate and water, and which is not available for generally prepared concrete. So in that cases, if we want to get some properties from concrete, we have to use this admixture. Now the question is, what type of properties we are try to get from a concrete? So just remember, if you add water within the cement, it set, it become hardened. So normally within the 10 hours your cement hardened, final setting occurred. So now you are wished to place your concrete in such a site which is more than 10 hours distance from the production site. So in that case, if you don't do nothing to the original concrete, what will happen? When you will reach to the site for casting, your cement will be hardened. So in that case your desire will be to slow down the setting process. Yes, this is your first properties you want to achieve, to slow down the setting process. Or suppose you are trying to casting something within the water where there is a too much flow and it is not possible to hold on the water flow for a long time. So what will be your desireness? You will try to cast the concrete and you will try so that it easily get hardened within a short period of time. So there, in that case, you want to decrease the setting time. So you have already got two properties. Next property is workability. Suppose workability is what? The easiness of handling your concrete, or the consistency of concrete, or simply how fluid type your concrete is. That is your workability. In actually normal sense, in layman language, more workable means it is more fluid, and less workable means it is stiff concrete. Okay, so suppose you have to use only certain amount of water, but this make your concrete quite stiff. And in the placement of concrete video, I have told you that you have certain location. Suppose you want to cast the 10th floor of a building, so in that case it is not possible. You will carry your concrete by lever. In that case you have to use pump for placing your concrete, and for using pump, the workability of concrete or the fluid type or consistency, it should be like water simply. So workability should be too much high, but you have to use less amount of water. So in that case, what do you want? you want to use less amount of water but you want to increase the workability, okay, or you want to make the concrete more fluid type. So this is another type of your design is, okay. These are also dispersion or entrainment. What is entrainment? We'll just discuss in short a while, okay. So there are different type of desire for engineer from a concrete which they want to achieve, but these are not available for simply mixed concrete which are made from cement aggregated water. In that cases we have to use certain fourth material. This is first, second and third, so we have to use fourth material which is known as admixture. So this is the background of admixture, this what is this and why it is used. Now if I use admixture, what are the benefits I may get? So first, I've already discussed setting time. You can change setting time, either speed up the development of strength. That means you, for the example in what I have discussed in the case of water flow, where the water is flowing but you have to cast there, so it is not possible for hold on the water for a long time. There you will add mixture which will harden the concrete very quickly, okay. And also the same case, the reverse case, retard the initial setting. Suppose you want to delay the setting time in the example of your casting site and production site. It is the casting site is far long away, it is not possible within your 10 hours, or and within the 10 hours it is not possible to reach in the casting site. So what will be happen? It will happen that after reaching the site you will see your concrete has been hardened. So in that case, to increase the setting time or retard the hydration process, okay, you have to use this admixture. Also the third I have explained how to improve workability, and this is another example. This is another design is freezing and thawing. For freezing or thawing, what we use? We use entrainment of air. In this case, what will happen? We'll discuss in short a while. And the last one is actually this is not last. I have summarized in this point. There are lots of another designs. So here what will happen? Suppose you are constructing something in coastal area or in an area where there is lot of chemical within the environment, and you have to protect your concrete from those chemical attack. So for that those cases you have to use certain type of admixture, okay. So now we will discuss one by one every type of admixture. The first one is accelerator, okay. So what is accelerator? Accelerator means you have to speed up the hydration process, okay. So in the case of casting below water, there you need to cast the concrete quickly, and also you need to get the hardening property of the concrete in a short time span. So in those cases you add accelerator type of admixture. What will happen there? They will simply speed up the hydration process. In normal cases maybe the hydration process takes say 1 hour, but after addition of this accelerator type of admixture, it will be done within say 20 minutes, for example, just. So obviously if hydration process is complete, this will leads to early strength gain, because strength is related to your hydration process. How? Because in hydration the CaSH gel and calcium hydroxide crystalline are formed, and after evaporation of water these crystallines are linked to each other and the strength is gained. I have discussed a lot about all this in the video of hydration of cement, okay. So when you speed up the hydration process, the strength gain is early. This is the main function of accelerator. Now for example, which are the accelerator type of admixture? I have already said in previous slide, the admixture are certain other things other than cement aggregate and water. Then what are these? I should told in this slide, these are maybe organic or inorganic substance. For example, accelerator, calcium chloride, sodium chloride, simple salt. This can be added to concrete for speeding up the hydration process. There are lots of chemical like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, these are some base and formaldehyde, etc. Means there are lots of accelerator which you can use based on your requirement. But one thing here you need to remember, these chemical are very much sensitive for concrete. Why? Because if calcium chloride, if you use calcium chloride up to 2% by weight of cement, suppose in your concrete cement is 100 kg, then if you use up to 2 kg of calcium chloride, then this accelerator or accelerating property will be shown by the calcium chloride. But if you use more than that, say 3 kg instead of 2 kg, the action will be simply reversed. That means it will act as a retarder. That's why dose must be controlled for during use of admixture. Okay, otherwise this will happen. What? Calcium chloride, instead of acting as a accelerator, it will start to act as a retarder. Now what is retarder? Retarder is just reverse of accelerator. In case of accelerator, your hydration process was speeding up, and that's why its strength gain was early. In retarder, what's happened? The hydration process slow down. That's why your concrete remain fresh for a long time. Remain fresh means it doesn't set when it should be. As you have already mixed retarder, its hydration process has been slowed down. That's why it has not set in its specified time. So what happened? If hydration process is slow, obviously hydration process takes lots of water from the concrete itself. That's why hydration process slow means there are more water available within the concrete, which in turn improve your workability. So retarder not only delaying your setting, where when you have to transport your concrete for a long distance, in that cases retarder using is must, either your concrete will be set. So using retarder you can delay the setting time, and also using retarder, as hydration process is slow down, the water free water is available within the concrete for a long time, which increase your workability. Okay, so what are the example? Calcium sulfate. What is calcium sulfate? Okay, I will talk later. Sugar, starch, cellulose, these are the example of retarder. Now my question is this: can you recall calcium sulfate as a retarder? In the videos of how to manufacture cement, I have already mentioned it, but there I have not mentioned calcium sulfate. There I have mentioned gypsum. Okay, when I have mentioned gypsum, when you have already pulverized your clinker during the manufacturing of your cement, what happened? There is very fine particles are produced, and these fine particles have large surface area, and it absorb water moistures from the atmosphere and set itself. Why sets itself? There is a compound known as Bogue's compound, and its name is tricalcium aluminate. This is causing this self setting or flash set. Okay, but it is not at all desired in the cement. That's why we use some amount of gypsum or calcium sulfate, which delay this setting. Delay this setting in which way? Because when it is delaying the setting, in the meantime we have already packed the cement, so it cannot absorb moisture from the atmosphere. That's how we use calcium sulfate as a retarder there. Okay, if you have not seen that video, you may obviously seen that. So for example, just sugar as a retarder, if you use in 100 kg of cement only 200 gram of sugar, what will happen? The final setting time, what is final setting time of cement? It is 10 hours or 600 minutes. So within 10 hours your concrete set completely and finally. Okay, so you can delay this 10 hours by adding only 200 gram of sugar up to 72 hours. So I think you can imagine the retarding power or slow downing power of sugar in cement. So use cautiously. If you don't need up to this amount of time, you don't need to use this amount of admixture. You may have to use a certain smaller amount. Okay, and another thing is, when you use retarder in your concrete, its strength at 28 days compared to normal case is also increased. Suppose in M30 concrete, in normal case after 28 days the strength is 30 MPa. Okay, but when you use this retarder, in that case the 28 day strength is more than 30 MPa. Why this happen? Because in the hydration process of cement video, I have told you that this is the cement particle, and beside this a gel is formed, CSH gel. Okay, I think you recall that. So CSH gel, when get hardened, the water cannot penetrate anymore and cannot reach to the remaining cement particle. So your whole cement particle is not utilized for hydration process, and in turns the strength is not gained from whole cement particle. But if your hydration process is slowed down or setting is delayed, what happen? This gel, CSH gel, also known as tobermory gel, cannot get hardened due to this retarder, and water slowly penetrate up to this point, and again hydrate this cement particle and make more CSH gel. More CSH gel or tobermory gel means more strength. That's why after addition of retarder, your strength at a specified time also increase. Okay, this is the chemistry. Now next type of admixture is air entraining agent. You have already familiar, I think you are familiar with entrapped air. In videos where I have discussed about placing of concrete, there I have mentioned that during placing of concrete you have to use vibration or vibrator. Why? To remove the entrapped air, because this is not at all desired, because it makes continuous void in concrete, which makes your concrete weak. That's why we remove the entrapped air. But here I am talking about entrained air. What is entrained air? It is intentional. We intentionally give entry to the into the concrete, and this create discontinuous pores within the concrete. Its dia is almost less than 0.05 mm. Now what is the function? During freezing action in concrete, what happens? The water become freezed and ice is formed. So you know that the volume of ice is more than the volume of water. So what happens in the concrete? If there is extra pores which are created through this entrained air in the concrete, when this water get freezed, its volume increased, and this extra volume is countered by the entrained air void or this discontinuous pores. So your cement concrete doesn't crack. This is the main function of air entraining agent. And also, as this create lots of bubbles within the concrete, it's increase your workability also. How you use this agent, or how the entrained air are created within the cement or concrete? Simply soap, animal or vegetable fat, oil, fatty acid, everything you can use. These are also known as surfactant or surface active agent. By using this surface active agent, you can use create entrained air within your cement or concrete. And also for chemical process, you can use zinc or aluminum powder, which releases air after addition of water. Okay, next is, it is also very popular also, plasticizer, but in modern days there is a modern version of plasticizer known as super plasticizer. That means this works actually more modernly compared to plasticizer. This is the modern version of plasticizer, but the function of both plasticizer and super plasticizer is same. What is this? Similar to the accelerator, retarder and air entraining agent, this is also one type of admixture, either organic or inorganic. Why I am saying this? In case of air entraining also, you have seen that animal, vegetable fat oil, these are organic, but zinc or aluminum powder, these are inorganic. Similarly, plasticizer or super plasticizer also available in both form of organic and inorganic substance. Okay, for example, inorganic substance, a very long name, sulfonated melanamine formaldehyde condensate. It is not possible to memorize. Simply go to the market and ask for a better super plasticizer available. Okay, that will be sufficient, and you may check if this type of material is there or chemical is there or not. Okay, this is the very famous chemical which is used for manufacturing super plasticizer. Now, what is the function? Super plasticizer, simply known as water reducer. What happens whenever you are going to produce high strength concrete, that means say in the range of M60, M70, M80, in this range of concrete, you have to use as much as less possible water as less water as possible. So obviously your workability or the green concrete is going to be very much stiffer, and again this M80 concrete is need to be placed, suppose at 15th floor of a building. So what will you do? You have to consider this strength also. Again, you have to make the concrete more workable so that you can pump it up to the 15th floor level of the building. So in those cases, what will you do? So for strength criteria, you have to reduce the water content. It cannot be avoided. So how the problem of lifting up the concrete or making the concrete more fluid will be solved. The solution is your super plasticizer. How? Okay, so when you add for creating M80 concrete, you add water to this cement particle, also aggregate. I am not considering the aggregate, I am only considering the cement particle. Say these are the cement particle, this one, this one, this one. So when you add the water, what will happen? This cement particle have both positive charge and negative charge. Okay, so what happened? The positive corner attract the negative corner. Obviously they will come together. Similarly, this positive negative corner attract this positive, and they attract together and join. In this way, after addition of water, this cement particle form a flock, or flocculation actually occur. The technical term is flocculation. A flock is formed, and within this flock a lots of unutilized water is entrapped. So obviously, if this water is available outside, this contribute to the workability. So my target is to release this water in spite of adding more water. If I use more water, what will happen? The strength will reduce. Okay, so in spite of adding more water, simply release this entrapped water. This will increase your workability. So how can I release this entrapped water? Simply you add super plasticizer or plasticizer, whatever. What this make? This create a anionic layer. Anionic layer means negative charged around the cement particle. A throughout anionic layer is formed. So similarly, here is also another anionic layer is formed. So obviously the same charge always repel each other, and this particle move away from each other, and the entrapped water is released to the matrix or to the concrete environment. This contribute to the workability. Now your strength is also maintained and workability is also maintained. You can cast your concrete up to your desired level. That's all about admixture.